Welcome to Northern Comfort Tarot. We finally made it. Oh my God. I am Danny, and this is my lovely guest star, Rebecca from Child of Light Tarot. Rebecca, introduce yourself and what you do to get us on the
My
road.
name is Rebecca from Child of Light. The channel is Child of Light, and we do tarot. We mostly channel more than tarot usually, but we always use the cards, and we try to always use the cards. I also run a metaphysical shop off of Etsy, and you can find all of that information in the description box of any one of my videos. Personal reads or anything that you may need for your altar, home decor, any of that.
So kind of weird energy coming in. We had some kind of weird messages coming in. YouTube was unlisted for some reason, couldn't get on, all that stuff. But oh, we're here. It's so good to be in you guys' energy. Love Vibe Tribe showing up right now. Jakari, hello. Mystical Being, hello. Baby, hello. And Kara, what's up? What's up, love? So I'm going to ask, I think in the description, one of my moderators, if you guys could post the link to get on the list. What we're doing tonight is mini readings with 2 readers at $40 USD. So if you want to get on the list for a mini reading, you can just follow the link that's being posted in the chat and or in the description below the video, and we'll put you on the list. I'm just trying to get into the room's energy and out of the energy of clusterfuck. So what's up? How's Rebecca been since last we seen you?
Good. I've been really good. Just kind of, we'll say upgrading.
That is a very good word to use. That is a very
lots
good
of
word.
truth coming out, people's true colors coming out, situations. I think we're kind of in an energy where things are either getting really strong or dissipating completely.
Yeah. No doubt, like people flowing out of our lives that don't that aren't like vibrating at the same level, but also the things coming in, the people, places, the gifts coming in that meet us at the vibration that we're at, you know?
Yeah, I'm seeing a sort of repetitive pattern of like connections that were already there. Like I said, they're either getting super strong or just kind of naturally disappearing altogether.
And I'm okay with that.
I know that's right.
I am absolutely okay with that. Oh my God. Wow, there's so many in the chat now. Green light, hello, Blanca. We got Chrissy C. You can see the chat this time too, right, Rebecca?
Yes, I can see the chat this time. Hello, everyone.
Diana, good to see you. Gina Marie. All y'all, welcome here. No one's gone to pick up the link to share so people can get on the list. So I'm just going to peace out for a second and grab that for you guys.
Thank you to everyone for allowing me to connect with you, for allowing me to be here, connect with your energy. I do want to say I hope our messages find everyone in good health and good wealth and good spirits. And before we do get started, I do want to thank my guides, my guardians, my ancestors, but most of all, and most importantly, my creator, but also any lesser deities that do choose to come forward and help me with the messages for everyone tonight.
Amen. Here I am saying amen again. Actually, I was catching myself, seeing how many times I say amen in a broadcast, and it's quite a bit.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So I guess it's my thing.
I guess it is.
Yeah, so we could probably start off. I know we usually start off with a collective reading. So I don't know if you're into that, but
I'm always into whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, I know. Jumping on this time, we were like, we're going into a playful energy. How's that? We're just gonna have some fun tonight, like I kind of do every night. Like this isn't really a job, and this is. The energy that I bring into it is the energy that I'm going to get out of it. And if I have fun, I'm sure you guys are too. Well, they're already having fun, so we don't have to worry about that. I mean, I don't...
Thank you so much, Diana.
I know last time I was in your live too, I was seeing everybody in there from our space. I was like, look at them venturing
Oh
off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's hard for me to keep up with chat while I'm in that space because, like, we're usually doing a hardcore channel, and it's just
Oh yeah.
it's a lot for me to keep up with. Plus, oftentimes there's a lot of glitching with electronics, and so it doesn't look like anybody's commenting or watching, and then all of a sudden it'll go from like 0 to 30 people, or like no comments, and they'll just start scrolling. Like,
Yeah, for real.
It just kind of catches up almost.
For real.
And it's kind of a little bit too much for me to keep up with.
No, sometimes I just got to put it down, put the comments down for a bit. And
yeah, but I do want everybody to know I always watch the playback just to read the live chat, and so much appreciate everyone who interacts with the channel, tunes in.
Yeah.
Everyone's support. Thank you so much, Brooke.
And I'm looking good too. Well, thank you, baby. I don't know. I tried to do this. It ended up everything being such a rush that I didn't trim my beard and I didn't make myself look good. But that's how it is. That's how it is. Oh. Feeling good though.
Right when you said that, the natural card flew out.
And I'm looking.
Oh, natural.
I'm looking a little au natural too because I'm using the low grade camera, and I was all, oh my god, it's not up to standards. It's not up to my Gemini standards.
Yeah, I didn't even see you in here.
Oh, Tamika. Yeah, Tamika's a regular, dude. I think she's Tamika. Yeah, you were in a live. Was it last time or I don't know? I seen you around. Welcome. I love your energy too, by the way.
She's an absolutely beautiful soul. She's a real one. All these cards are speaking so much of what I said before we even started pulling cards.
Yeah, it's funny. The Scorpio full moon card came out of the Moonology deck.
Oh man, that was some beautifully intense energy. I must say it was a lot more forgiving and sort of harmonious than last year's full moon, at least as I felt it. But it was still very much intense.
Yeah. Once again, if you would like to get on the list, I'm going to send it out verbally. You can check out the in the comments section, Empress Duality. That's Brooke. She is filling you guys in on how to get on the list. It's $40 for a personal reading. You just click on the link in that, and it'll set you up. Okay, so these cards are like absolutely the worst to shuffle.
Mine are just speaking. I'm just getting a couple of clarifiers here.
Yeah, same here.
You want to go?
Oh, no, you can. I'll follow.
So like I said, my energy that I'm receiving is speaking of what we basically just spoke about things strengthening and releasing kind of naturally on their own. The first card out was Rebellion, Upstart, and Revolution, coming out with the Ace of Wands. So I am getting a lot of energy of like an upstart of a revolution. This is a new beginning, and it's a very passionate one. There's a lot of passion with people that is coming out about themselves, about the world in general, about how they feel about certain situations, right and wrong, as well as I mean, that's going to go across the board in every aspect of your life. With the natural, authentic, real, and organic coming out with the world, right? We're shedding the old skin. Anything that was hidden, anybody that we were trying to be, I feel like is kind of falling away, and we're becoming more comfortable. It's almost like certain things had to happen, is what I'm feeling, in order for old things to fall away, so that people could feel more comfortable in their own skin and in their truest form of authenticity. You've also got madness and energy release coming out with the death card. I mean, this is really just about releasing those old patterns, those old energies, anybody that's not here to support you, or really people that don't want to see you in your best you, really have no business in your life anyway, and that's what we're doing. Please don't lose hope is coming out with the temperance, because there is massive healing coming in. Also, I kind of see this as another uprising in philosophy. So people's sort of pre-programming is starting to change, which is absolutely beautiful. And then we have the boundaries violated in dominance and invasion card, which is the people that are kind of falling out of our lives there with that 9 of Wands, people that have hurt us, people that don't want to help us up or even see us rise, whether they're helping us or not, people that are invading our space and violating our boundaries, unapologetically. It's time to just let them fall away. And the last card here you have is magical space clearing time with the 4 of Pentacles. And I see this as beautifully just making your foundation absolutely solid and clearing away anything that doesn't belong. That's what I got.
Cool. You know, it's
oh yeah, overall the 8 of Pentacles, this is starting the new.
Similar to your message too. This one speaks on the heart space. It's time to release negativity with the full moon in Scorpio card, and then your hard work is paying off, so steady the course. With the Sun card, the Ace of Cups, and then why is the 9 of Wands here, right? Because the Sun it's showing you and directing you to the love that's available and on tap in your life, even if like with the 10 of Cups in reverse below that to clarify, and then the 6 of Pentacles below to clarify the 10. It's, to me, it's telling me you don't, the search for validation, the search for like outside of yourself, especially with the Ace of Cups there, you can walk away from that and move past that energy of needing validation, right? It's 10 or 8 of Pentacles, or 8 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, or 5 of Cups in reverse. Oh my God. Are we going into Mercury retrograde soon?
I believe so.
Yeah, no doubt. I usually go into it first anyways, but it's like stepping away from that validation, releasing the energetic or emotional ties or the need thereof, and the burden or the boundaries that you put in place that hold you back in that state of needing validation or codependency even, is an energy that I'm picking up here, and really stepping into your power. What will hold you at this time is your own love, your own self-validation, love of self. Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck with the Emperor in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles is everything that you seek regarding like offers being made or anything that you seek externally, right? Your empowerment is being asked to go within and see the benefit in each relationship, each situation for what it truly is, even if it comes up as negative or positive, it doesn't matter. But in all situations that come before you do hold a gift for you to, for it to be revealed in front of you. But if you're looking at it through the lens of love and loving on self and love and like even if it's triggers, releasing the negativity in those instances, and then you can even ask spirit or your higher self, or really to let me see the good in what's before me, because it doesn't matter if someone you're close to dies or how heavy or light the energy is that comes towards you, there's always good to be had, right? Whether someone even gets corona, maybe it causes them to really take a step back and start healing themselves and start their inner journey and start to see what is, what's really before me in this life and what am I taking for granted, and if it seems bad at first, there is all kinds of good if you truly look at it in a different light, in a different perspective, with the hangman here as well. It's all how you perceive things and how you allow yourself to perceive things, and the lenses that you put in front of you, in front of your eyes. Sometimes those lenses or boundaries don't serve you, and that just causes you to go into more pain and worry and fear and all this stuff. So that's the hard work that they're talking about, in that your hard work is paying off, just really getting to see what is truly before you in life's beautiful situations that come up, like trying to go live and then all of a sudden it's unlisted and it's a clusterfuck, and my my camera's wrong, and yeah. So it's all a blessing, and it's all teaching us to just enjoy life to its fullest. That's what I got.
Absolutely. I did want to add, I got a few more cards here, but also when you mentioned the Mercury retrograde, I wanted to mention like Mercury retrograde, Venus in retrograde, huge planetary things and moons and things like that. I feel what I've found, the further along you get in your journey, the more experience you get. I often find that the pre-shadow periods are much more intense than when they actually go into full force for a lot of us. So I just wanted to add that for people. And then also I've got distant dream and destiny. So I do like the distance calls your heart to roam free as you dare dream it, so must it be. And destiny, one door closes, another door opens for you. Let the plants of destiny unravel true. And that's really what all this energy release is about. And also you have earth here. Ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos, which is not only our lives, but the world. I mean, you'll see the macro and the micro mirroring each other all of the time. And that's really what this is about. Right? Getting that grounding, that stable foundation, and clearing that energy so that you can release this and be comfortable doing so that what you've been asking for, whether you're doing it consciously or unconsciously, is able to come to you. Not only come to you, but you'll be able to see it and accept it as well.
Damn, Rebecca. That's some good shit. Cool. I seen Tamika's on the list. Tamika. I think we can just get right into it. Tamika, if you want to post your question, go to it, girl. We're here to serve. Oh.
Yeah, Brooke. Mine kind of started that way as well. I would say probably 3 days, like the 3 days before that night, the night of, things just kind of, I guess you could call it chaos, but I find chaos absolutely beautiful. So,
it just puts a little pep in the step.
But I think, but it's Scorpio, water in general, but Scorpios are just so comfortable with those dark places. It's like, bring it on,
Yeah. I love me some Scorpio. I love my Scorpio.
Especially when it's things that you've been trying to get rid of or figure out or whatever, it's like finally, no matter what it looks like when it finally arises, it's such a weight off. Just go for it. Yeah, Mika just kind of likes to see what comes out. She trusts that spirit will give her what she needs.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do something here. I'm gonna make some adjustments, but I'll start calling in. Tamika's energy. I get it's really nice. It's lighthearted.
I just saw Scarface say hello to the bad guy, or say goodnight to the bad guy. Even when I lie, I tell the truth.
Oh, man. And I gotta change one more thing.
I'm seeing coins, Mika. I'm also seeing a call for protection. Which, speaking of, I'm going to take tomorrow just to do hands-on things in the shop, and I will be making your waist beads. I started them, and then I trashed it because I'm going to make you one with actual stones. So the set of 3, one of them will be with stones, ironically, because I felt like you needed more protection. You do have the wizard, the dragon, and the golem coming out here. So it is time for you to kind of stop being a shit. You have a lot of gifts, and it's time for you to start sharing them, and I have a really good feeling. Some of the people that most need your help, you're not going to want to help because they're not the most lovable type of people and energies, but you are to start sharing your skills and aiding others. And I'm seeing someone buck up, so understand that, because you're like kind of like, well, fuck you then, but understand that they do hear you, even if they're not giving you a reaction like they hear you. You are planting seeds, and it is time for you to go forward and do that with significant strength, because you do have an abundance of wisdom as it continues to come to you, and I know that it is amping up for you. And then you also have a close friend acts on your behalf here, and I am going to expand on that. Possibly a masculine energy. It's definitely a masculine energy. Okay, they feel really passionate about you. They feel really protective of you. I don't even know that you'll see this. They may. It's almost like I'm seeing someone kind of nip a situation in the bud before it even gets to you. If that makes sense. Yeah.
So
it could be a work situation, but not necessarily. You do have the Temperance with the 2 of Pentacles. You do have as above, so below with the 2. So this is them trying to create balance and put out a fire. If you can see, there's water coming down on that fire. And you've got 2 wands up there. So it's definitely a masculine energy that will be acting on your behalf and kind of nipping something in the bud as far as what looks like ill speech or something that may try to interfere with your coins or your household in some way. It's definitely speech. Somebody talking. Yeah. So you're actually about to really see who's in your corner and who's not. You've got rigid listening and choices coming out here. So it's almost like someone's being baited in a conversation, but I don't see them taking the bait. I see them listening to what's actually being said and making the choice to have a pure heart in this situation. Yeah, and then funny enough, we get the playful energy. You can go ahead, Danny.
You know what? Really, the messages that are coming out in my spread here are definitely about the speaking to the gifts that she has and putting them into production, like putting them in, getting them out there and sharing them with people. And with the Hierophant, that's the spirituality within you, the gifts within you coming through and shining through at the bottom of the deck. With the Five of Pentacles, pulling people up and really, you know, dusting them off and allowing them to come out of their shell. Can be encouragement and also, you know, showing them the parts of themselves that they're unwilling to heal, that need healing and need to be addressed. Like that could be anywhere from being shy and not responsive and into, you know, getting out there in the world, to even what the hell, like opening up their heart spaces, or opening up, finding the different chakras within them that need to come like cleared so that they can rise up and start living their lives that they truly deserve. Not to mention like the journey that you've been on yourself, and allowing that message of what you've come through to the point that you've been where you're at now, where you hold the ability of seeding the light, laying the foundations, and starting to follow your divine plan, your divine path. That's a card here that I got. Now, what we show in others also mirror back to us the things in us that either we can touch base with to heal. So it's going to be a win-win situation when you really start moving forward in your gifts and putting them into action. And it's going to get you out of any stagnant energy when it comes to, like, I got the Priestess card. How are you being called to step up and lead? So when we don't step up and lead, we can feel that need that needs to be exercised within us, that flow that needs to start moving. And if we hold that back and repress it, it's like it just starts burning up. Like there's days I got to get up and I know I got to fucking go live, or I got to put out a reading or something. And it's just that message buildup or sperm retention that if you don't fucking release it, she's gonna blow, and it's gonna blow everywhere and all over the place. So steady progress and blessing in disguise. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through thoughts, feelings, actions of love. And then blessing in disguise really speaks to the collective message that I just put out there. Seeing, you know, not the good, bad, right, or wrong, but knowing that all things come to us with messages that we need to kind of either build on or heal within us, or, you know, grow or share with others as well too, right? Three of Wands. This Three of Wands too, this is the Mermaid deck. I felt called to using that. This Three of Wands has a magnifying glass on our heart. And in that heart space, the Three of Wands in the original tarot is like the ship's coming in, allowing your manifestations to come to you, but it's looking within too, in this card as depicted, and allowing that space to shine and flow through your workings. Nine of Swords in reverse. Time to let go of any fears or anything that you may be holding on to, stepping into purpose or stepping into your gifts. Because, like clarified by the King of Wands too, there's much progress to be made in these avenues. I don't know if you're looking for extra cash or something to come in, but there's, you know, gifts need to be shared, and then that energetic exchange also. Don't be afraid to ask for money to come in. I know when I first started the channel, I didn't. I thought readings should be free because it's a gift that was given and all this stuff. But by all means, man, I had someone put me in my chair and say, "No, man, no. There's an energetic exchange that needs to take place as well." And by allowing people to give to you, you give so much. Like we do weekly readings or monthly readings, and we put that out for free to the collective to aid in calling those in that want, a more in-depth look. And that's a service that's being provided. Everyone does have the opportunity to go within and gain the messages from spirit and stuff like that, but not everybody does. Just like not everybody fixes cars, and it's a gift to be able to fix a car, but damned if they're going to give that away. So really truly honor that part in you, and honor that space just to ask for, and be willing to receive. Don't be turning that shit away. 4 cups there too, staying in the energy of wallowing, like, well, I don't know how I'm going to be perceived, or any kind of energy like that. You can just shake that away and nurture yourself with the 7 of Pentacles. Nurture yourself and allow spirit to also, with the Temperance card, nurture you as well, and allow that workings to take place and shine. Ace of Swords in reverse. Maybe you won't see the clarity in the situation at first, but as you just fucking do it, as you just get out there and do it, you'll start seeing the clarity and even the lights start to shine in others that you're helping. You know what I mean? You might not see it in the beginning, but you'll see people will come back and they'll leave comments if you're going to do a YouTube thing, or they'll email you with just like, oh my God, the blessings that happened after I spoke with you, or after I came to you for guidance and stuff. Like I think really, you just release the expectation of how people will show up or won't show up for you. Release the expectation of how you have to show up, and just fucking have fun and be free to express those gifts. I'm gonna catch up in the comments too. I see she posted a few, but
yeah, absolutely. And on that, like charging for energy and gifts, I did not start charging until 2 years ago. Yeah, and I think it was like 2 years ago, because that's what spirit, like I had a direct message to not charge. I still do not know why, but even when I got the messages to start charging, I was scared. Then I got a lot of flack for it because, people don't want to pay. But you'll find those type of people will keep coming back to you for help, and they can't figure out why their life is always shit. Well, because they don't understand energy exchange. They don't understand putting in to get out. And so they're constantly in turmoil, and they will always come back to drain you. And then there was a point where I was doing readings for $5, and people would keep me on the phone for 3 hours and then ask me why they couldn't get a raise or why they couldn't find a job. Okay, you would not work for $1.50 an hour. You don't want the job, flipping burgers for $10 an hour, because it's not enough. But you expect me to work for $1 an hour, $1.50 an hour, and that's the problem that you run into. So you're definitely worth it. You also have this overall energy, the Ace of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles. So you're definitely going to see, gifts coming in, and you'll be very fortunate in the situation. And I understand that the unknown is very scary for you, but you have to understand that by going forward and showing people, you also have a major healing energy as well, but you already know that. But you will go forward with your gifts, and you will help them not only to release their baggage, but you will also be releasing your own, like Danny was saying, because what you're committed to and what you work hard for with these people, it's like there's so much buildup. Like if you ever had just so much energy, you have to go for a jog, or you have to get up and work or read or something. It's like that. It becomes very stagnant, and it actually can do more harm than good. You holding on to that, it can become toxic in the system. If you would look at water that doesn't move, when it starts to get bacteria and algae, and then mosquitoes start to lay larvae, and it just becomes so nasty, versus like a river that continues to run, and you can drink that water. So it's much like that.
You know, that energetic exchange too, I wanted to comment on that real quick. What you put out into the universe, you receive. So, if just exactly speaking to what Rebecca said, when you put $40 into a personal mini reading, you are really enacting, okay? You're investing in your growth, and Spirit sees that investment to gain the insight to help you on your path, and they reward you tenfold. So if you're putting money into yourself, and you're really that energetic exchange, when customers come to you and they put that money into themselves, they're investing them into themselves, and that is something to be celebrated, and be grateful that they're willing to take that step necessary to really gain clarity on their path. And those that don't invest or invest very little, when it comes to trying to come up with value for your gifts, and how much you're going to ask for, really look within for that dollar sign. You can look around too at different people and what they look at, but don't forget that value that you find for this gift is also a value of investment that the others, you're giving them an opportunity. You see it from that kind of light, because that's what it truly is, allowing to invest in themselves and their growth.
Absolutely. I still get people telling me my prices are too cheap, and they are, but I also don't want to get so, I come from not a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I don't ever want to get so far out that people can't afford it, as far as like tarot readings and stuff go, and even the stuff that I sell in my metaphysical shop. I try to ask for as low as I can, while still getting what I have in it and making something off of it, because I still want regular people to be able to afford it. But when it comes to doing work on my altar and actually manipulating energy and doing hardcore root work,
yeah,
it ain't cheap. We're talking $300, $500, $600, $700 a person, and that's for one working. And that is because it takes a lot out of me. And another way to look at that is, in order for you to be the best you can be, to give this type of help, you need to be in your best space and health. And that takes money.
Yeah, it sure does. It sure does. Because we can't help anybody if we're not in our own best health and energetic sense too. So that does take money.
People that tell you shouldn't charge for your gifts, like Danny was saying about the mechanic, I have a lot of gifts. I'm extremely talented. I tattoo. Am I just supposed to give that away for free? I don't see anybody out here with a tattoo shop that does it for free all day long. It's like any other gift.
Yeah. Yeah. The tools cost money too. I had to get sage. We ran out, and sage is $30 a bundle. So,
the internet costs, the cards cost,
yeah,
your device costs, your time. Because obviously you're not doing another job if you're doing this.
Yeah. I look at the cards in this room. That's over $2,000.
Exactly.
But they're tools of the trade, and you need them. So if you're getting into tarot, don't by any means say, "Oh, well, I feel guilty because I'm buying this deck," because that's a fucking tool that you need, to start your business off. So, but that's the messages that we had for you, Tamara, and we thank you for that, for showing up for yourself and making that investment. Paristu, you're up next. I hope I didn't butcher your name, but if your name is different than in the PayPal, you'll have to identify yourself and then post your comment, love. Could be Paris. Never, I don't know. Paris in the chat, maybe. Yeah, like me, I really felt called to Reiki and Reiki. Uh, I, I bought an online course, and my God, I was like, oh, I do this shit already, you know? But
And a lot of people do and don't even realize it. That's like with the conversation we were having before we went live. It's hard for me to kind of convey techniques and things that I do because it's so natural. I'm new to the whole like sharing with people thing that is just natural to me. Like I was telling Danny before we started, up until I was a teenager, I thought everybody saw what I saw and did what I did. I didn't know it was kind of not the norm. So terminology for me is still new, and trying to teach people or tell people is still new because I kind of take for granted that people already do these things or they know about it.
But it's a learning curve. That's all. That's
yeah.
what, getting into the teacher mode it's another learning curve. The Paris, you can post your question, love. We're good. And Paris is up next. After Paris, we don't have anyone on the list. So if you want the list is short. So if you want to, if that was a concern of yours and you want to jump on the list, the link will be posted shortly where you can find out how to do so and how to do so. I got a delay. I press enter and it takes like 10 seconds for me to post something. So Paris, okay, I'm gonna read it. I guess you can read it too, right, Rebecca?
Yeah. Hold on one second.
I would like to know his feelings towards me. Yeah, I would not bottle up feelings. That's just a nightmare waiting to blow. Okay, sounds good. These ones.
Brooke is a beast. Like, I just want to say, when I went back and watched the live last time and realized, like, how much she was doing kind of behind the scenes and in the chat, like, that is awesome. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Brooke.
That's Empress of Duality for you guys in the chat. My beautiful divine counterpart. I know it just feels different being behind the camera without her by my side because we've been working together for so long. It's off the bat, it's just trying to switch back into my energy. It's just wild.
She's going to be joining us soon, though, right? I mean, not this live, but
I think the next one, yeah. Yeah, plus she's also going live with other readers as well on her channel.
I think it's good for y'all to have separate and then come back. You might be surprised at how strong it makes it.
Yeah, we have another channel too that we're probably going to exercise in the future. It's just on layaway kind of thing. So that's Twin Flames and Union Tarot. I don't even think.
I kind of feel with like divine connections like this, you can almost on accidentally lean on one another too much.
Yeah.
So when you do separate and do your own thing, it kind of makes you do what the other one was picking up for you without you even knowing it. And so when you come back to work together, it's much stronger than it was before.
Yeah, and that's cool you say that too, because there was a time where we were like, well, what should we do? Should we merge together, or should I rename my channel? And I know Rambling Mike and Jess were like, no, I think you guys should keep that going, guaranteed. and by all means come together and do things too. But
right off the bat, unfortunately, Paris, I mean, he may be just as confused as you, because I am getting a confusing energy with him. He may not really understand what's going on. I'm trying to decide on some things and be a little bit confused. I do show him with happiness as far as you're concerned, but I do see him confused about the situation and feelings involved. Sorry, I kind of just had to start before I forgot what I was seeing.
I'm feeling like there's wounds on both sides that are coming up, and it happens in every relationship, so it's nothing really new. But that brings worry, right? Like, oh my God, this seems like a stable relationship. Am I ready for that? And then they pull away. Am I worthy this? Am I worthy that? Just to kind of get back in their energy to see, like what is going on in this situation. I just, maybe she's manipulating me like the time before in the relationship before with the 7 of Wands here under the signs card. Oh, well, we just I blew through a red flag with her, and now I'm like, this fear is coming up again in me, and I don't want this to repeat. And so there's all kinds of karmic kind of with the karmic partner card here, karmic ties or restrictions from past relationships with the release your ex card here that, are really, he's sitting in that energy, like, what am I going to do? Am I worried? Am I going to be abandoned again? Or even though I don't feel like I'm going to be abandoned because it's in the reverse, like all this indecisiveness, right? I have, and this is the key to every relationship. Sometimes it's super hard, but I've got the communication card, right? And I want to speak more about that coming up. I'm just going to throw some cards out.
Yeah, I'm definitely showing a fear here, a fear of rejection, a fear of being hurt again, a fear of putting his heart back on the line. I do see that he has mentioned you to at least one other person, and they are not probably the best person to be talking to, because I do see some doubt being created on an outside influence. He's also scared to sort of give up any power. It looks like he feels like he's just kind of gaining back his independence or something like that, or kind of just now finding his way, and it looks like he's hesitant to do anything that may throw a wrench in the system that he currently has going. So there's also a fear of that.
So with regards to what she was saying, that outside force kind of like that he's speaking to that's not really giving him good advice or what have you, that also plays on your side as well. When it comes to two people, it doesn't matter who or what connection in this world. There is no two people that come together in a relationship and have the exact same fucking relationship. We do carry our wounds and stuff in, but when someone says, "Oh well, so and so did that to me," and that sounds like what's happening to you, so they reflect that hurt and heartbreak and all the bullshit onto you. Take it with a grain of salt. Really trust that inner voice inside and allow that to guide you through whatever. But as far as showing up for him, don't chase. Give the space.
That's what I just got.
Yeah, don't chase. Give the space, because that might even be a good t-shirt saying there's if you give him the space to miss you, and I know my grandmother kept telling me this throughout my entire fucking life, and I only actually enacted it with Brooke, really, truly. If you give him the space, it'll give them time to see what's before them. If you don't give them that time and you keep chasing, texting a million times, it's just going to fucking drive them nuts, drive them further away. But if you give them that space, and say, I'm going to give you some space to kind of figure out, because I don't know where you're at right now, and that's okay. It's good. It's good for you to wanting to figure out where you're at and stuff. And you don't even have to say that to him. You can just acknowledge it within you, right? And then allow for that new spark to reignite into that bonfire with the King of Wands. This card here, just that spark turns into a bonfire, and you guys, with the star card here, you align into unity again. That everything, if it's divinely being enacted that you're to be with this person, you can just hold space for them. Divine timing card is also on the table here. So like, just allow that space and allow the universe to speak and like to him, and show him exactly what he needs to see in this relationship. Release his ex, or release past pains, as well as yourself too. You can see what triggers you with him being gone now, and then those things within you that you need to heal, so that he doesn't have to necessarily show up in such and such a way to or enact conditions on him that he has to show up this way in order to, for me to love him. I always say, and in my path and journey, it was always unconditional love that I was in search for, because in unconditional love, there's no restrictions aside from, asking them to honor you and you honor him. No disrespect, of course, and you can set those things that your needs in place that he needs to respect. But aside from that, like, we all go through on our journeys separately, we all go through the things that we need to learn to come together, and in a shared space, we need to be able to hold space and allow these people to continue their own journey beside us, is really what we're asking. So that's what I got for you.
And as far as, like, I want to touch on the unconditional love. A lot of people misinterpret that for accepting toxicity and being a doormat, and that's 100% not the case. Unconditional love, which really, if you understand love, all love is and should be unconditional.
Yeah.
But what it is, giving that because it's what you truly feel, not because you expect it in return, not because you expect it to even look a certain way in return, because we don't all love the same. We don't all show our love in the same way. And it's important to understand that about unconditional love. It's also okay if someone is being toxic or not being appreciative to love from afar. It doesn't mean you love them any less. It just means you're not going to accept the bullshit. And that doesn't mean that the love is not unconditional. And as far as the space goes, empaths and spiritually evolved people in general often can have an issue in serious relationships, because when you are like that, you often will just want to give your all. You will often want to show how much you love and care, to the point of them confusing that with obsession or invasion. And really, you don't see it that way. You just want them to know that you're thinking of them, that you love them, and it's can be misconstrued especially if they're not used to that. So that can be a battle as well. I do see that there's a lot of reflection happening with you two, and also it's part of his lesson to sort of learn his place and responsibility in the interactions with others. To put it in this way, whoever is going to do what they're going to do, and they're going to say what they're going to say. It's his responsibility and part of his lesson to understand it's not about that. You can't control that. It is how you act and interact and react in that space with others. So what he will and will not stand for as far as the information and energy that others bring.
I had to open a window, man. It's getting hot in here. Is he coming back? The answer is yes. You know, and he'll take action towards you. I think you can just give him some space, and he'll see what's before him. That's pretty much all I got for you.
Yeah, I have acceptance to the situation is the key. There's a point, like you can try too hard, and I think you are starting to probably understand that. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And also your dream is soon to become reality. You just need to follow your heart and the guidance, but you also need to understand that may not necessarily be on your time, and it may not be in the way that you kind of played this storyline out in your head. And this is why it's important to kind of just let it flow and trust what you know inside.
Now, to confirm the messages that we were talking about, I pulled the Soul to Soul Tarot. That's a deck that Jessica from Whispers of Grace produced. I feel you pulling away, and it makes me want you more. So you went like just, I can't make this shit up. As you give him space, as you pull away a little bit and allow him the space to understand what this connection is and what he needs to heal, he'll come forward and move towards you. Bottom of the deck was, we are triggering each other. This is necessary for our growth. Bam. And then I knew from the moment we met that this was something special. Your eyes draw me in. That smile gives me hope. You activated something within me, and that's all kinds of activations for inner healing, growth, you know, really seeing that Ace of Wands, that spark, and being able to move forward in a healthy relationship this time, instead of like a relationship built on lust and you know, the lower chakra, like the base kind of energies that we've been shown how to enter into a romantic relationship before. You know, all that bullshit programming, that cover girl shit, and the fucking Sweet 16, and the, oh my god, all those stupid fucking magazines. You know, that brainwash us into thinking, well, he's not showing up this way, so I better kick his ass out the door. That's
yeah, like the Test and Cosmo.
Yeah,
like
Cosmo. Cosmo, right? Getting all fucking spun out in Cosmo, you know, seeing if he truly loves me. Really, you know that inside, you know, and that inner guidance is all you really need. So I hope that helps, Paris. Thank you so much for that.
I just want to close out. You've got dependability here as well as space. And if you notice those two people in the card, it's interesting because right before we started your reading, when we were kind of focusing on your energy, we were talking about Brooke and Danny. Anyone that is ready to grow and evolve, whether they are with someone or not, will tell you that the reflection space can be very hard, because when you're looking in the mirror, I say all the time, looking in the mirror is one of the hardest things you will ever do. So when you're doing it with an actual person in a divine relationship like that, it can be easier than people think to become codependent. Like we were just talking about, when you're always doing it together, you kind of don't work on your own weaknesses because the other person has those strengths, and you balance each other out in that way. So if you're too much in that space, it can really do you more harm than good. So it's important that you depend on yourself, and he learns, as I've already stated, to depend on his self in this space that's being given.
Yeah, and mirror work. If you can truly look at yourself in the mirror, in the eyes, and say, "I love you, Paris. I've always been here for you, and I will never leave you. I love on you." If you're in that space where you can do that shit, because that took me a fucking month to do, to actually mean it, that I love myself, then you're good to go. Because you can't expect someone else to love you if you don't love yourself. You know what I mean? That's the beginnings of a healthy relationship. So
yeah, only 3 years ago did I actually see my beauty. And that's 100% honest with you. 3 years ago, I realized I was beautiful.
Yeah. And I'm glad that we can see your face now instead of your hands, because, like, girl, show that beauty off, you know?
And it's it's an internal thing, you know. You have to, you know, people can tell you whatever they want to tell you. This is going to cover all aspects, you know. If they tell you you're gifted, talented, beautiful, whatever they want to tell you, if you don't see it when you look in the mirror, if you don't believe it, it really doesn't mean much.
Yeah.
And this is why people, you know, they can have all the attention and feel so empty. You can be in a room of 1 million people and feel completely alone because all of that shit has to come from within first.
For real. Cool. She says, okay, I'll do that. That's a great idea. For reals. So the list is open. There's no one left on the list. I'm going to post the link again for you guys. Brooke is also posting the link. So if you guys want in, you absolutely have an opportunity to get in on the goods. Hey, Lou, how's it going, brother? Good to see you in the chat. Tanya, oh my God. Good to see you too. Now, I know I also feel every once in a while, like speaking on Tamira's Tamika, yeah. Speaking to Tamika there too, sometimes, you know, we go on live and we just do live readings for free and to give back. And by all means, you can do that as well, you know. Sometimes we're feeling called during readings to lower prices or give like different options instead of 40. I think last time we did that too, we gave a $20 option, and then we'll just do a small pull for you guys, just to kind of give everybody a chance to get some messages as well. You feeling called to do like a 3-card? You want to try?
Yeah, you know I go where I'm led. I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, that'll get the energy going.
I'm here for you, baby. I'm here for you.
For me? I'm here for you, baby.
You, the collective, the people, you.
Yeah. Oh, you, not me. Okay.
You too.
Okay. I'm just razzing it. Okay.
Yeah, Mika has a lot of gifts. She's super intuitive. She channels. It's very natural for her. She's extremely gifted and fortunate. The problem comes with almost a little too gifted.
Yeah.
There's that. Is it a gift or is it a curse? It scares people.
Yeah.
She's been shut down. You know, people can often say that you're crazy or look at you. You know, like people get scared of you. People with this type of intense gifts, people I get told people are scared of me all the time. But you know what? That ain't got nothing to do with me. How you feel about me is really none of my business.
No, absolutely not. Yeah. And Tamika, even if you decide to start up something, by all means, come into the chat and say, hey, look, I started a YouTube channel, or here's my website, and we'll definitely push that out for you, you know, because I want to give you guys a raise up in the chat, just like the living.
She already knows I'll promote her.
Yeah. Well, even in my beginnings too, Rebecca, you gave me a shout out and you said, I don't usually do this because, you know, I've had some pretty weird shit happen. But she gave me a shout out too, and it really boosted my subs up, and you know, got the word out that I'm out here and ready to serve for you guys. So that's what we're willing to do. I know the Living Journey, Kara, who's in the chat, she got a reading from us last time too. That's how she started. Was she just said, "Fuck it, I'm doing it," and she started doing it. Now she's making money, you know. So.
And I do want to say, it's not all about money. You know, I've had promoters come to me for readings. They don't have any money, but they can help me kind of market other things that I do in a way that's more, you know, pleasing and brings me more business. You'll have people, like I have people all over the world that, you know, they couldn't pay me, but they hand make jewelry or whatever. You know, they didn't have a lot of money, but they sent me beautiful pieces. You know, just things like that. It's no different than anything else. I mean, I would tattoo for work on my car or get, you know, electric work in my house or whatever. You know, energy is energy. It doesn't always have to come in the form of the dollar.
For real. Yeah. No, barter and trade was the way we started out. So, you know. by all means. And then even the readers that we uh, um, speak with on a daily, do readings for us, and we do readings for them. It's just it's a part of the being a part of a community, right? So yeah. I'm going to give some space. So, yeah, we have $40 mini reads, which is all kinds of in depth shit for you guys. And then we're also opening up for like a 3-card pull by $20 donation. That's half of a full blown mini reading. Just to give you some insight into your situation, if you guys want to get that $20 reading, we're going to open it up for you guys. So, here we go. And I think I have to, I don't know, I can rearrange that in the thing. Just I'll get back to work. Y'all would hold some space for me real quick.
Yeah, I think even on mine, when I shared it, I think I did $40 full reads. Because I mean that's basically what they are. I know Danny calls them mini reads, but they're more like a full read.
Yeah, the only difference is like a full reading would be a personal reading, where we spend the time just on you, the full amount.
And then I did $10 or $20 3-card and $10 1-card. I think is how I phrased it, and when I shared the original one, not this link, but the original.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you for that. I was slacking, she says. It is the weekend, baby, so give yourself some space there, too. Oh. I know. Is there anyone new in the chat that new to subscribe to either my channel or Rebecca's channel? Anybody that's just coming in, what the hell's going on here? What are we doing? Maybe toss a thumbs up or a wave and say, yeah, I'm new. Let's get some.
Hey, Cordelia.
Hey, Cordelia. Welcome. Is Cordelia from your side?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I mean, I have a Cordelia. I think that's her.
I know that's one thing I try to do, or that we try to do here too, is go live, just allow you guys some space to congregate in the chat room too. That's why I premiere all my my Dirty Dozen, my 12 zodiac signs too, to give you guys space to hold it for each other. And
yeah, you notice on my live YouTubes and Facebook that's, I like that. I like for people to have, because in this walk, it's harder than you would think to find legit people.
Yeah.
And so I think it's important for people to have a safe space to come and find like-minded people. And that's really like what I use the chat. So I don't feel too bad about not being able to keep up, because I know that people there are, speaking to one another. And yeah. I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, for real. I know me and Brooke created the Love Vibe Tribe on Facebook to kind of give an extra space for those people that are interested in congregating, and it's free to join. You just got to ask some questions, because we're not just going to let anybody in there. And but to ensure the space, it's a private group as well. I'm not big on Facebook, and I haven't really created a group. That's my first group that I kind of run, but we got some really good people moderating it, like admins and stuff in there. So if you're looking for a safe space to be with some really high vibe people that are on their journeys, and really the energy that we share, you guys also help us, on our journey as well. And we're very intimate with our tribe. So Cool. Lou is on the list and Kara is on the list. Both 40s, so full-blown minis. And let's see who is first here. Lou's up. Well, you guys both came in at the same time. Okay, well, we'll take it to we'll take it to the score. Lou, you're up next. I know Lou was saying I've just taken some time to get the wording down right of what I want to ask. So Lou will put you up first, or Kara. I don't know if you need more time, let us know in the chat, Lou, and then we'll let Kara go first. Or you can post your question, Lou. We're good. We just got some frankincense. And wow, have I ever fallen in love with this stuff. Like it's like a smack in the heart, I feel. It's like, you know? I don't think you're really supposed to huff it.
It's not too bad for you. Frankincense, diluted, you can even ingest. It has some amazing health benefits.
Yeah, I don't think you can ingest this stuff, but I definitely want to look at getting stuff that I can, because I heard if you put it on the top of your mouth, it kind of like opens up your third eye.
Yeah, there's all kind of stuff. Like when I facilitate, plant medicine journeys and things like that, people that kind of are not okay with going too far up, you can always put like peppermint on the wrist, and that will bring them back down. Peppermint's amazing for grounding.
Oh, cool. So if I wanted to, can I just go like this?
Absolutely.
Cool.
If you don't have sensitive skin, is that 100% that you have there?
Yeah, that's 100%. It's too late.
Too late now.
It's too late now.
If you don't have sensitive skin,
yeah, I should be all right. I'm trusting in my gods. So Lou says, going off my reading from you and Brooke last night, Danny, I'm curious about someone that has been called my twin flame, but am not feeling it. Also possible past life connection. Hope this makes sense. It absolutely does to me. Does it make sense to you?
May I speak without any cards?
Oh, go ahead.
Danny knows how I feel about the whole twin flame label, period.
Yeah.
The labels I'm not comfortable with. I feel like it puts you in a box. I feel like it creates expectations that shouldn't be. Oftentimes it can set you up for failure. It can leave you rushing into things. And I don't believe in telling some other person that this is or is not their twin flame, as far as it's been romanticized on the internet. And if you, number one red flag, if you do not feel like this person is it for you, you need to honor your feelings.
Absolutely. Like I know starting off on the journey and throughout all the readings and the readers that I watched, which was like fucking thousands in a month even. And that's how I learned how to read tarot too. When it came to being on the twin flame journey, no one can tell you who that is. No one can even say, yes, that's your twin flame. You know what I mean? All that comes from within, Lou. That you acknowledge that this person holds a special space for you, that grows with you, that encourages you, that fucking triggers the fuck out of you sometimes, but allows you space to grow with you on the journey as well. I didn't know. I thought I knew, and I didn't know, but I wasn't. I had to get out of the obsessive phase, back into doing me and my own growth and stuff, and continuing on my path and journey. Thank God that happened within a year's time. I've seen some out there that are just like hell-bent on leather for 10, 20 years. And really that label doesn't serve when it comes to that. And there come a point when I just had to release that label. Same with Brooke. She had to release the label. Fuck a label. Fuck a twin flame label. Check that video out That's her masculine fuck a twin flame label video she put out last week. But that one of the twin flames in our group that are in union, she posted a meme because it was just like, oh my God, that's fucking priceless. But don't hold onto a label, and definitely don't, if you're not resonating with someone being your twin flame by someone telling you you're that's just let that go right away. Absolutely.
And the real meaning, what people originally were meaning when they started out with that twin flame shit, it's not necessarily a romantic partner. This can be a parent and child. This can be friends. This can be brother and sister. That actual twin flame relationship is not always romantic. But what is really big as we step into the age, as we continue on to advance in this energetic time that we are in, and tarot and mysticism and sort of other practices become more popular, you will always have the ones that see a way to make money, and what is popular sells, and twin flame is popular and it sells. And unfortunately, there are people out there that will tell you anything you want to hear if they think you are going to continue on giving that dollar and those views or whatever it may be.
Now, I also got like the new it used to be called false twins or catalysts. I had two. The term that's going around now that's been brought down from like channeled through is ascension partners, and I think it really it's more of a just term to use because that's what they are, right? Okay, so I was awakened to the journey, and that's all you really need to call it, is the journey. To self-love and to refocusing my entire life on where I want to go and what I want to take in as truths, and allowing the universe to reveal those truths to me as I ascend and walk this path. So I felt called, yes, to the journey, but I released the label, and look what came into my life by releasing that. The devil is really the label that I'm pulling up on, because it was confirmed by the Lover's card, right? So that label, you can release it. You can just let it go, because the journey is about nurturing yourself and nurturing the growth in your path. Now, when it comes to that special someone that you were speaking of, right? You'll know within your spirit who lights you up, who doesn't, who feels right, who feels wrong. The energy that doesn't, that can't be a part of your life anymore, with the Queen of Swords underneath that, right? The ones that don't nurture your growth, that don't nurture your path, the ones that you need to cut out or you need to release off this journey. And by doing so, it will show you the options that are available to you, for growth. Show you the things with the Ten of Wands in reverse that you need to release. Okay, and that's what I'm getting for you. The strength on this journey is going to come from within. High Priestess and the Strength card, and it's going to be the one that guides you. And to the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. Ten of Pentacles. Like, you can't make this shit up. That's going to guide you to that abundance. And then the Six of Cups card, to that soulmate or twin flame or whatever, what have you. So listen to that niggle. Listen to that voice, the inner voice inside that's guiding you towards whoever. Okay? That whoever you need to speak up to, whoever you need to allow yourself to release the love you have for them. And then I get the Sun card after that release. There's, like I said to you last night too, once you release that, right, that's a burden in itself when you hold on to feelings for someone, and it doesn't do you justice. It just, if anything, it brings up more angst inside you. It throws you off balance. And whether or not they're receptive to that, or they just want to be friends or whatever, That's their concern. That has nothing to do with you and your light and you shining. Even if it causes heartbreak, you can say, well, you know what? At least I said my piece. At least that's what I man. At least that's what I had to do. I think I got fucking 20 cards on the table for you, dude. But speaking back to what was said to you that didn't resonate, clear and shield your energy card came up. Just, like shake it off. Really, shake it off. And maybe just, trust yourself and fuck everybody else. That's some strength too. When you say, you know what, fuck everybody else. I have to do this for me. Because that's what the journey's about. I have to do this for me. And do what you got to do for you. I'll pull some love cards and I'm going to let Rebecca go.
I do want to make it clear, not that it isn't for anyone, I just feel like I have to say, just because a relationship may not be what others deem or you deem as a twin flame relationship doesn't make it any less valuable in its own right, but also on your journey as well. I think people just really you're going to have extremists in whatever you do, right? But I just want to make it known that just because it's not what people are claiming it to be doesn't make it any less valuable. So the first card that I got for you was the Seven of Swords, clarified by the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. So I really think it's time, as you are showing right now, you already are, opening your eyes, coming out of a space of darkness and realizing that not everything is what it seems, or at least not everything is what other people deem it to be. I'm sorry, not the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. I do see that there's a lot of challenges here. I'm not sure who told you that this person was your twin flame, but I definitely see it being a point of control, even if that is your own sort of thinking, having it, like allowing it to control you, or thinking you have to stick with it because of that, whatever that may be, or however that may be resonating with you. Then we get the Knight of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So I do see that the communication is whack. There's definitely some nonsense going on that I do see you need to take a new route or a new approach to. It's unfortunately looking like an ending. Not everybody's going to be happy with this, but who is, when it's something to better yourself, you just kind of got to bite the bullet sometimes and do what you got to do. The Queen of Swords with the Five of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, sometimes you just got to have no hair on your tongue and say what you got to say and cut things away, or at the very least, make clear what you will and will not accept. Okay, you get the Four of Pentacles in this spread twice. The Four of Pentacles come out again with the Father of Swords and the Moon. Okay, it isn't just about the heart space and the spiritual compass. In this instance, you've seen enough, witnessed enough, spoke enough, heard enough to see exactly what's going on here. And so there is a bit of logic that can also play out in this situation. It's not just, not everything is a bunch of spiritual woo-woo. Things can be taken too far. There's a very logical aspect to this that's kind of making you go, wait a minute, wait a minute. I do see some manipulation overall of the situation in its entirety that will need to be walked away from, that will need to be communicated sooner than later. I feel like it already is, even if not in words. It's being communicated by actions and reactions, or lack thereof. I'm hearing lack thereof, with the Mother of Pentacles, to bring in a balance, a rebalance, and a more stable. I feel like something's got you uneasy. I'm seeing someone tiptoe. I'm not sure if this is the person that you're interacting with or what exactly is going on here, but I'm seeing someone almost just real uneasy, almost like, I don't know, it's kind of an ugly feeling. It's not, it shouldn't feel that way, if that makes sense.
I just got a message in too. Maybe this reader triggered you to enact what was in your depths to make you move towards your what you're aligned to. You know what I mean? It caused that stir within you. You know, to really question. Like, I cannot be. It doesn't resonate with me. All those things that started spinning within you that need to be released could have been why that was, divinely guided through this individual to enact. Like, sometimes we do things that sometimes I fucking do things I'm like, what the fuck was that all about? Like, why would I even do that? And it just comes out. But what the fruits that come out of it were soul stirring to the point where I actually saw what was before me and what I needed to do, and start moving towards what I truly felt aligned to. I've got, as far as love is concerned, calling in your soulmate, express your love, and then very soon. And I'm not even going to speak on that because I think the cards speak for itself there. Express your love very soon, dude. Because I think what's on the other side of expressing that love is some real good. Some real good. I pulled from Jesse's deck. I'm watching you evolve. Your light is like a beacon. I think this person holds that value in that space for your light, and I just turning that away in itself has got to be hard on you. You know what I mean? So I'd release the fear and get into the love and allow it to shine through you, because since I've known you, all you've shown us is love, and it shines fucking bright, dude. So why not honor the one that you're being called to invite them into that heart space, because it's fucking huge and there's definitely room for two in there.
Yeah, someone's definitely masquerading as something that they're not, or masquerading with information that is not accurate, whatever it is. There's definite atonement here for whoever's doing whatever shade they're doing. This atonement speaks directly to the Ten of Swords, but like Ten of Swords with the next phase, if that makes sense. It's time to pull off the mask. This is a 13 and a 31 force. This is all about being solid in who you are and what you know. And there's a lesson here of you trusting your instinct, of you trusting your own intuition as well. And whoever's telling you this, whether it's that person or another reader or whatever, I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in accidents. So whatever the reason, like Danny was saying, they might have been guided to do this for whatever reason. There's always a reason, right? Even if they meant it or are meaning it in an ugly way, perception is everything. So you can choose to feed on that, or you can choose to sort of transmute it and see it in a different light and let it allow you to grow.
Yeah, man. For real. That's exactly that's like wrapping up what I was trying to say. That was good. Thank you for that. Sometimes I cause confusion, but
this person is bringing a lot of anger and chaos. There's a lot. I want to touch. I don't know why I feel it necessary to touch on it with this person. Depending on where your beliefs lie, walk-ins and walk-outs are a real thing. Meaning, the person can start out one way and give up, and that energy or whatever they were harnessing before can literally walk out, and vice versa. Things can walk in. So that's something you may want to research or dive into or meditate on to see if it even resonates with your spirit. I always tell people, don't take anything I say as, you know, end all be all. Please do your own research. Please run it through your spiritual compass. Not everything is meant for everyone.
Absolutely. I know I'm good with all that I've got. I don't feel any more messages coming in. Are you good, Rebecca?
I'm good.
You're good? Okay, there you go, Lou. I hope that helps, Lou. I'm not sure if it does or not, but I know you got some expressing to do on both sides.
So, yeah, it's definitely time to get someone that reciprocates your energy. I think you'll find when you release what is happening, when you release this idea or even this person, when you kind of own your shit, it's going to force them to own theirs, and there's a massive rebirth happening. But it's going to take you making the decision. I don't see this person, I don't see them letting up. For whatever reason, I feel I'm getting really hot. I'm getting a little nervous. I feel kind of pushed into a corner. I'm feeling a little bit like oppressed. I'm like, get the fuck up off of me. So I feel like it's going to be you that initiates this distance. Is that a good word? We can use that word.
Sure. Yeah. Come out of the closet and enter into the flow to prosperity. Enter into that infinite flow that is you, and allow you to be you, and love on yourself for being you, and love on the person that you want to love on. You're not being pressured to go, back into a toxic relationship by any fucking label out there. So, just follow your heart, man. That'll guide you.
And that goes back to what we were talking about in the I think it was the reading before his. That unconditional love does not mean accepting ugly nonsense and negativity and, disgusting energy. You can love someone from afar. In fact, sometimes it's best that you do, to keep your own sanity and to allow them the space that they need to grow, because everyone's on the journey.
Yeah. I can unconditionally love you from the fuck over there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Cool, brah. Carrie, you're up next. Get your question ready for us. And anyone else that wants on the list, the links are in the chat right now. I don't even know how long we've been on for. Pretty sure this is supposed to tell me somewhere. Oh, an hour and 33 minutes and 33 seconds. Wow. That's a whole bunch of 33s.
It sure is. Mind, body, and soul. Mm.
Oh, shit. I don't know why that just did that, but... Little production hiccup. I don't know if you caught that, Rebecca, but yeah. Computers be doing what computers be do when computers be doing it. Go figure.
Especially right now. A lot working against us.
You're welcome, Lou.
But to no avail.
To no avail. Kara, did you post your question? I would like whatever guidance spirit has for me. All right. Well, that's funny. I don't usually get called to this deck. This is the one Jesse gifted me. This one.
Are they sending you the questions privately? Either that or I have a massive delay because I don't see the question.
Yeah, this one was way up there.
Oh, okay.
So she said, I would like whatever guidance spirit has for me. And that in the comment section, she's the living journey. That's her.
Okay.
Her name.
Off the bat, you're getting, before I even heard your question, you're getting perseverance and serendipitous events. It's important that you understand you are on the right path and to keep going. There may be a little bit of, I don't even know what you would call it. Still some healing to do, forgiveness, and this card says forgive and forget. I don't believe in forgetting, but I'm just going to read it. Forgive and forget. Okay, a ritual cleansing of pain and lies, arise and awaken, see a new sunrise. So whatever's happened, it's going to be cleared out. But of course, you're going to have to take an active role. And it may be something so far back, it's not necessarily anything new. We're in an energy where a lot of things are resurfacing. We thought we dealt with it, but really we just kind of swept it under the rug so that we could keep going. That's what we do as people. We survive.
Now, you kind of knew it was going to come. I didn't think, I don't know, I wasn't really putting any projections out there, but I'm getting some reading on your love, and then I'm also going to just pull some extra cards on.
Interesting, because that's what I saw.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a pink rose, actually, which signifies to me, the pink rose to me is more of, it's more like a family love, a friendship love. It's not so like lustful and passionate. And it can often do with the self or family, but for you, I feel like it's with self, compassion for yourself.
So, let's see here. Starting off with the Six of Wands, you've made some victorious strides with regards to love, and I know it because I know you, right? Bottom of the deck, the Empress, the Star, and the Lovers card with the Chariot as well. Oh yeah, bam.
Empress.
It's funny too that was the deck that I was gonna pull from, and I don't usually ever use that deck because it's fucking huge. But yeah, I think this relationship, right, that you've entered into is absolutely empowering. It is not only stirring all kinds of stuff within the universe to conspire for you, but it's here to lift you up because you've done so much to lift yourself up from where you've come out of. Like you know, not only like not more than a year or so ago, you were in a place of, you know, all kinds of nasty, and the length that you have come to even, you know, be a tarot reader on YouTube, dude, you've come such a far way. And me and Brooke were actually wondering last night, like, where did Kara come from? What channel? When did she come in? Because she just always feels like she's been here, always, like that we were never.
It's funny how you meet those people, right? Like you could meet them today and just swear you've known them for 20 years.
Yeah, and it's like you've always been here, and we don't even know where you came from because, like, it's just been that long. The Lovers and the Chariot, though, this love, this relationship that's moving forward with you, this companion is really here to hold space for you. That space that you need to have held at this time and to lift you up, right? As you've risen yourself up, now you have a companion to hold that vibration for you. Now it doesn't come without its triggers, and it doesn't come without its you know, working through things and discovering each other and opening up communication and stuff like that. But it does, if you always choose love. And in this card, I can't even see myself holding it up, so I hope I'm holding it up so you can see it, and that the camera's like on it. But in this card, right, she's looking to make a choice, and she's looking for clarity in the choices that she makes. And there's this tree, and on the limb of the tree, there's a dangling off a red ribbon. It's a heart that's glowing, and the swan is perched on that limb. So it's definitely something it's an energy that's going to be there for you through the dark times, and he's going to aid in that, guiding you back to self exploration. Six of Cups is here as well with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Like the things, I did get the release your ex, so I'm going to speak to it real quick, but there's going to be things that don't serve this relationship anymore, or will not serve this relationship, won't stand in this relationship. You're going to be able to see that for what it is as it comes up out of you and it comes up out of him, and then you're going to be able to clear these things together. But the judgment on these things has to take place within you and him, and that perception of what's coming up, you know, has to be initiated on both sides, right? See it for what it is. There is no deceptive energy here with the Seven of Swords in reverse. So, you know, there's a safe space where you guys can like really dive into those past pains and aches and alleviate them together. But like I said, that perception has to be on both sides. That, okay, well, we're here to we're in this together, and we do have to hold space, and communication will definitely open up as you guys share and be vulnerable together. Page of Swords, you'll both see clarity, and then both will have input into, you know, well, it was cool. We had that fight the other night, and I really got to see this part of me that needs to be healed, and you can share back and forth those conversations. And dude, like when you start entering into a higher vibrational relationship like that, you ain't got to worry about the Knight of Wands kind of energy. You don't have to worry that the tussles are going to end up leaving you, you know, rejected and alone, because even if you are alone in the end, you're still with yourself. You still have that confidence, and you only add that assurance to each other that you guys are, you know, you and me, and even if you did end up leaving, that space will still be there for you, and we're not going to leave on bad terms. It's just we're growing in a different way. So I think it's a balanced relationship that definitely could lead to engagement with the engagement card. So don't worry. Express those romantic feelings that you have. This is a beautiful relationship. You know. I also pulled some other cards, but I'm going to let Rebecca take over, and then.
Yeah, I'm saying the first card you got was the Three of Wands, followed by the Empress, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So, like I said before, we got any cards out. There's almost like a backwards motion happening here of past hurt and pain that's being released. I do see what's coming in for you is your Empress power. Okay, there's a whole new beginning for you, and it's a time to be still. For sure, to release these things and to allow some things to heal. There's no question about that. Most of the work that I see needing to be done it's nothing that's going to happen on the physical plane, if that makes sense. There's still some insecurities and things that I'm seeing, but I'm sure you understand that. In the overall energy, you got the Judgment, the Chariot, the Strength, the Death, and the Two of Cups ending out that row, which is really, really powerful. I do see a rebirth happening that's going to kind of catapult you forward in a very strong way and transition and transform you, and not just transform but transmute even the past hurt into positivity. I love that the Two of Cups was the last card to come out here, because if you look in this deck here, I hope you can see that. You'll see that the energy that they're holding for one another, the way that they're communicating there, instead of the heads going towards each other, they're actually going away from each other. The energy is flying away from both of the heads. So what these two are doing is actually healing each other to put out, away from them, negativity and hurt and pain and blockage. This is what's happening in this relationship. This is very much a soul connection, a strong one, brought specifically for transformation. And activation.
Keyword activation.
You also got A Long Journey Brings Rewards was the first card out of this deck, which is the Stars, and you got the Three of Wands as the first card in the other deck. So I think that's really important. It's a repeat message for you, as is the Empress, the Chariot, and the Judgment card. Okay, and you will also receive news from afar, okay, about someone's focus and intentions that's also bringing a more solid transformation. I do see, not to offend anyone, but y'all, I don't know. I just put it how there's a bit of control that needs to be given up. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You can't control everything.
No, and it's when you release control, or any aspect that comes up of control that you think that you have over anything, so much more is given and birthed within a relationship too. But there's freedom. Well, I'm not going to say freedom in freedom, but there's freedom in allowing things to organically just be and grow. And with Brooke in the beginning too, I had never had a relationship where I just organically allowed it to flourish and bloom. Right? It always felt like I needed to do something, or I needed to say something, or I needed to bring something to the table to keep them, to allow them to stay. But that's all fucking bullshit, right? People are going to be and do in your life as you allow them to. and it's nice to just release that control and allow them to be who they are.
And it's so much more beautiful that way also, because it's coming from an absolute pure place, and those are the bonds that you want. Those are the sort of the bindings that you want. Y'all, I do a lot of work on a spiritual level, and one of my main things that I always advise people against is when they want work on getting someone's attention or making someone love them, when they want to bind a person to them unnaturally, love spells and things like this. It is not a natural bind, and it's so much more beautiful in every way, shape, or form when you allow those things to just happen.
Absolutely. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So in this relationship, I think it's going to allow you to rise into your power, and with the Empress card too, right? Rise into your power and become the true being that you are. Like when you in your tarot, on your channel, and your gifts, right, they're going to elevate as well. That energy is elevating through this relationship to a higher level. I've got inner temple, devotion, tune in the portal of your heart. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And I think you know that you are supported now. So what would you do with that extra support? Like you've supported your children for how long, and now that you have that extra support that's supporting you, my God, when a man empowers an Empress, there's so much beauty in that, and that was one gift that I really, it amazes me every time. Like I've always wanted to lift a woman up and show her full potential and allow her to rise to that, you know what I mean, on her own. And with Brooke by my side, I get that fulfillment. And she doesn't even have to say any words. And she rises higher and higher into her power. And that's what you've got now, that support behind you to raise you up through health and healing. So that's what I got for you, Kara. I don't think we got anybody else on the list too, so.
I do want to end out with just major change coming through you and to you. It's interesting that through you, I kept trying to say to you, even in my head, but through you kept wanting to come out. And everything that we're saying is just confirmation to you. I think you and have known this. It wouldn't surprise me if you have dreamt of this particular encounter and relationship before it ever even happened. You may not have known that was the energy you were connecting with, but it was.
Love you, Lou. Have a good evening, brother.
There's also a lesson here of how the I'm hearing altercations are handled. There's an old way of doing things that needs to fall away. So it's important to know when there is a situation, a disagreement, a trigger, whatever you want to call it, there's an old sort of pattern of kind of maybe bickering, or I'm not sure what it may look like to you, but it is trying to fall away to allow an easier and even a more harmonious way of dealing with that communication and that growth. It doesn't always have to be an argument or a fight or even looked at or viewed at as such. Of course, this could be someone's perception of it, not necessarily the way that the other or even both people mean it. That's what I got.
Yay! Now I'm gonna Yay, I know. It's been a good night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been kind of chill and relaxed. I totally needed that. I totally needed that. The I'm just looking. Let's see here. Oh, we're at the 2 hour mark. If anybody else wants a personal reading, you can find out how to get that in the chat or in the description below. Aside from that, if we don't get anybody in the next few minutes, I think we're good to call. Now,
good to me.
take the advantage. I urge everybody to get in on this with Rebecca. She's got, like, I know a lot of people in the tribe. I don't know about you guys, but with me, it seems like I got the same messages coming over and over again, but that's a lot of the same energy that's in the tribe. So bringing in guest readers is really something special, especially with Rebecca. What she has the ability to tap into is all kinds of energies from the duality in this world to shed some light from a different angle. Right? So that's a
really nice way to put it.
Is it? Yeah, I thought I was. Oh man, I did it again. I was trying my hardest to put it. That was delicately. Yeah, it came out really cool.
Yeah, it really did. That was amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I know. It's been kind of a long day for me, so I'm good with ending it soon. But we'll give a few more minutes to everybody, and then we'll come to a close. I know my legs feel like falling off. I've been in this chair for a long time.
Yeah, me and you both for several days.
Yeah. Working hard, are you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I love my job. Oh my God.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I make like 4 times the amount of that I was making in my last job. Comparing time and income, like hourly wage, I just like, yeah.
Not me. I took a significant pay cut to do what I love.
I took a hit, but it also gave me more time for me and stuff too. So I value that and put a dollar sign to it as well. You know, some nurturing time, because I know in the place that I was at, sure, I made $4,000 a month. I think I was making, but the time I was working 12-hour days in a toxic work environment with a hierarchical structure, you know, and no one was listening to the people that run the fucking place, and that's just like
yeah. Before I went on my own, I was an inside sales executive for an international chemical company, and I was making about $10,000 a month on commission. And I always would, everywhere I would work, and for corporate, I would post my art. I would put my art up. And one day I was sitting there, and I never forget it. I made a $17,000 sale to a company, and I looked up and I saw one of my compositions there, and I sat there for a minute and I was like, this is not what I was meant to do. No. I walked in the office and that was it.
Fuck 2 weeks.
Yeah, fuck 2 weeks. I never came back.
Peace out. Yeah. Peace out.
I never went back.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You know, and the stories of the beginnings, like, I know they inspire those in the chat and those watching right now too, to, you know, really, what is money? What is valuable in your life? You know, what do you hold value to? And a lot of that doesn't really, you know, money doesn't resonate with a lot of areas in my life that, like, I do love money, and money come to me now by all fucking means. I'm not pushing money away, but it has to come in a ways that allows me to, my spirit to shine and flow, and my gifts to be expressed, and that's why I do what I do.
Absolutely. The measurement of success, right? Up to the individual.
Yeah, for sure. For real. So, we're calling it. That's it. all you guys, we gave you the two bits to jump on, but we're good, I think, and we're gonna let you guys go now. So with that, ending the stream, we're sending all the energy that came in through the chords that we enacted for those that we were reading for in the collective. We sent all that energy back, and we retain all the energy we sent out through those chords to ensure that we are whole on all sides and all facets. And then pulling those energetic cords and cauterizing the spaces that they were joined between us, allowing light and love to shine and cap those ends, and sending love and light to you guys in the audience, and receiving that love and light back from you guys. I know it's something that I feel even as the camera is shut off and I walk into the living room. I know you guys are still with me and loving on us. So we appreciate you guys for sharing this time with us. And with that, love you so much. Take care. Have an amazing weekend.